What if the objects you touch every single day were never designed to help you? What if they were built to control you? Today, we uncover the hidden truth behind the things you trust the most. Welcome to Sherlock Mode. Let's begin with something you hear every morning. The school bell. Sounds innocent, right? A simple tool for organization. But listen carefully to what it really is. It was stolen directly from factories. Industrial factories where workers were treated like machines. The bells were designed not to organize, but to condition. To train children to obey commands without thinking, without questioning, without hesitation. But it gets darker. Think about your daily routine. That compass hanging on a wall. That beautiful navigation tool. Elegant, trustworthy, yet it enabled something terrible. It guided ships across oceans into lands that were already home to people. Indigenous peoples. Entire civilizations. What we call discovery, they call invasion. The compass did not bring knowledge. It brought conquest. Now we reach the turning point. The moment everything changes. You are sitting at your desk. You look at a wedding dress and a photograph. White, pure, romantic. You assume it symbolizes love and innocence. But that is a beautiful lie. That dress was never about love. It was about power, wealth. It announced that someone could afford a garment worn only once. It required armies of servants to keep clean. White fabric demanded resources most families could never own. The wedding dress screamed wealth to every person who saw it. The evidence accumulates. Look at your kitchen. That simple sugar bowl. Sugar feels innocent, sweet, comforting. But this is where the horror lives. Beneath every granule lies a story of brutality. Enslaved workers, starvation, punishment, death. Entire lives destroyed in plantation fields so Europeans could taste sweetness. By the time sugar reached your kitchen, its origin story had been erased completely. The objects multiply. Your typewriter, your toothbrush, your necktie. Each one is a confession. The typewriter put women in offices but denied them power. Type, obey, never lead. The toothbrush was militarized. Soldiers were forced to brush teeth as part of discipline and control. Then civilians adopted the practice, believing it was about health. It was about submission. The necktie evolved from military insignia. Wear it. Show your rank. Accept the hierarchy. And the office time card. This small rectangular object. This seemingly helpful tool. It was invented to monitor workers like prisoners. Every minute tracked. Every second measured. Lateness meant punishment. Personal emergencies meant nothing. Human circumstances were irrelevant. The time card turned your life into a calculated commodity. But wait, the investigation deepens. Look at your keys. Ancient Rome. Wealthy citizens wore keys like jewelry, rings, ornaments. These were not practical. They were declarations. Declarations that you owned something, that you had valuables worth locking, that you had power. The key transformed into a status symbol, and we have worn that symbol ever since. The compass returns. But now we see another truth. Barcodes, shopping scales. These tools of measurement and tracking emerged from the same impulse. Control, categorization, elimination of human judgment. Objects became symbols. Humans became numbers. Everything could be monitored at scale. In military contexts, in industrial factories, in your home when you buy groceries. You were never the customer. You were the thing being tracked. Clocks. Mechanical clocks that standardized time. Before clocks, communities followed natural rhythms. Local time, individual schedules. Then came mechanical precision. One time for everyone. Synchronized, centralized, controlled. This uniformity supported trade, supported taxation, supported labor coordination. But it destroyed something sacred. Your right to your own rhythm. Now we analyze. Let us gather the evidence carefully. Every object tells the same story. School bells condition obedience. Compasses enable conquest. Sugar feeds on slavery. Time cards monitor humanity. Wedding dresses display inequality. Typewriters reinforce hierarchy. Each object was engineered for control. Not comfort, not help, control. And we use them daily without knowing this truth. But there is hope in this revelation. One object breaks the pattern. The flat-bottom paper bag. Invented by Margaret E. Knight, a woman who saw a problem and solved it. Not for power, not for control, for practical help, for ease, for human dignity. This object was born from observation and compassion, not conquest and ambition. It proves that our tools can be different. So here is the truth we uncovered. The objects surrounding you are not neutral. They carry intentions, histories, power dynamics embedded in their very design. Some were created to control you, to track you, to condition you, to mark your status. But now you know, and knowing changes everything. You can choose differently. You can question the tools that shape your life. If you enjoyed unraveling this mystery, like and subscribe to Sherlock Mode.